Unibase by DMAC is divided into two areas of activity. Most operators at a site will be using the data entry module. They will be entering data, verifying it, or perhaps making corrections on it. All of the other functions associated with preparing data for computers is done on the advanced processing side. Supervisors who track work status, prepare reports, and output data to return to customers most often use the file functions and the file input-output menus. Programmers who screen the formats and write aid programs most often use the file definitions menu. For now, let's return to the main menu of Unibase. There are some items on this menu that we won't be covering on this CD-ROM. Security will be covered in a later lesson when you have a better idea of what you want to secure. But now that you know how to get into and out of Unibase and how to navigate the menus, you're welcome to explore these other areas on your own. For now, let's use Explorer to see how Unibase is set up on your hardware. My version of Unibase is installed on a Novell network, and it happens to be on drive G of this network. When I open up drive G, I see a lot of folders, and Unibase is the folder that I want to use right now. DMSC organizes all of the information Unibase needs under the Unibase directory on your hard drive. There are quite a few folders there. Bin and Bin32 are the folders or directories that hold the executables for Unibase. We've mentioned record formats, which are stored in the record format directory. And we've mentioned standard jobs, which are stored in the standard job subdirectory. The various programs written in the aid language are stored in their own subdirectories under Unibase. There are externals, file edits, field edits, and let's look at outputs. The actual files or batches that data entry operators key are stored in the Files subdirectory of Unibase. But not only do we see the files, but we see a lot more subdirectories. Unibase not only allows you to store files in the Files subdirectory, but in subdirectories under the Files directory. So we might see files for Olympia by going to the Olympia subdirectory. Or we might see files for a person who might be doing some testing under a subdirectory of their own name. Inside Unibase, these subdirectories are designated by using a / after the subdirectory name. So we can show all the files under subdirectory Marie by keying a / and an asterisk. Then we press the field release key and the release key. We get the same three files that we saw in Explorer under the folder Marie. If you have a large number of customers, it's convenient to be able to display the files and programs for a particular customer under subdirectories under each of the subdirectories of Unibase. Unibase also comes with the temp directory. This will be the directory where we store output files when we start writing output programs. A user or a keyer doesn't have to know this level of detail about Unibase, but it's reassuring to know that the structure is somewhat logical and comforting to realize that one can understand it.